John Glasgow, please, followed by Tim Norgard.
I'm John Glasgow, 1371 Renee Lane. I'll take just a little bit of your time. I'm kind of new to the area. I haven't lived in Mendocino County too long. I come from Cowles County. I have been involved with the cleanup because I'm the Rotarian. Rebecca came, asked us for some volunteers, and I was one of the volunteers that went down this last Friday. I've cleaned up hobo camps before along the river in Cowles County, and they were camps. People camping out, riding the trains, the whole thing. But this is different than what you have down here at Talmadge Bridge. I was surprised at the amount of garbage you had. I was surprised, as they said, about the batteries, the chemicals, the amount of feces that spread out from one end to the other, and the volume that was there. And also I was surprised that when I went down there, I went down way early in the morning first to just take a look around to see who was there. And there was 7 people that came out. Most of them were dressed in camouflage. None of them was over 30. They were all between their 20s and 25, I would guess. 4 gentlemen, 3 women. They weren't the regular homeless people. These were all in very good shape. They were dirty, scrungy, that type of thing. But they weren't homeless due to whatever. They were homeless because that's what they want to do. Now, I don't know what they're doing here. They were physically in great shape. They walked down the road when I kind of chased them out. Didn't chase them out, but by just being there. And so I really would like the supervisors, if you haven't done, and staff, if you get the opportunity, I know you're busy and you got a lot. I wish I had the answers to say, hey, I've got a suggestion. I don't, and I know it's a tough thing to do. But if you get the opportunity, not only look at the pictures, but take 30 minutes to go down there and walk at the Talmadge Bridge, down past the fence of the construction area there, the gravel pit. Just take 30 minutes. Walk down there and walk back. Go down to the very end of the fence and walk back. That's it. Do nothing but that. Just do it one time. Pictures are nice, but I think if you do that one time, at least once in a while, it kind of throws us out in reality. We don't live necessarily in that reality, and it's really nice to see pictures and hear people talk about it, but there's nothing better than to go down and actually just take a quick look. That's all. 30 minutes. That's all I ask you to do. You really do have a problem down there. A lot of that problem is what I saw in just one day I was down there for 3 hours, is it's not people that are out homeless. It's not families. It's not that type of people. You've got a different type of people living down there, and those are the ones you really have to have a problem with. I mean, we can reach out and help some people that want help, but those aren't people that want help. They're here for another reason. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Glasgow. Tim Norgard, please.
Good morning, and
Good morning.
Thank you for listening to me. I'm usually an optimistic person. I've been a farmer in this valley all my life, and you got to be optimistic to be a farmer, and the next year is going to be better. But this problem along the river is just tremendous, and I've been really fighting another battle down at Norgard Lane, which is also another end of the road, close to the river public access point, or they think it is, although it's private and it's signed and it's blocked off and everything else. I just had a confrontation with some homeless people there last few days. They even set fire to the damn camp. I'm surprised they didn't burn my labor camp down. And they have no respect for the law. And the sheriff, I realize he's got a tough job. My men that live in the labor camp there witnessed them setting the fire and pointed it out to the deputy sheriffs, and they let them walk away. And as the previous speaker just pointed out, I'd like you to come down and see what they've left for a mess for me, which I clean up, and they're not 50 yards from my dumpster. They cost me $214 a month to have there. They won't put a darn thing in it. I'm also extremely agitated with the social services department that continue to give them tents and sleeping bags and encourage them to come out and trespass on me. That is asking them to break the law. And I don't think that should be happening. And public health should be down there taking care of the feces and the other problems and the hypodermic needles and everything else that we find down there from those people. So I thank you for listening to my gripes, and I hope that there's something we can do.
Tim, I think there's a couple questions here. Supervisor Colfax.
Well, before these comments, I just wanted to join with Supervisor Pinch's. I sit on MSWA as well, and we could probably make this part of our regular route, incorporate it into some sort of review and take care of some of these hazards. I'm a little bit uncomfortable about seeing ordinary citizens out there who may or may not have the training or the protection or whatever being exposed to some of the stuff I've seen in these photos. And, you know, it's something that we should be having enough in the way of resources, enough support. And MSWA is a multi-agency entity, so it would not be only on the back of county government, but also some other agencies or governments as well. So I would like to be able to work with Johnny Pinchas to see if we can't get this on the agenda and address it, because again, we can't keep relying for a couple more decades on some people who have been out there working, and the problem has not improved, has not gone away. The other thing is with regard to enforcement, when you go down and clear, Rebecca, she's